sir. Good afternoon. I'm Ashwini Tiwari from Allahabad. Currently, I'm studying in Lucknow.
Hmm.
Sir, my question is sometimes, sir, I felt very demotivating around my peoples are demotivating me. And, sir, my question also to I think in my inside my personality, I am a lacks of a confidence, lacks of a self confidence because, sir, what is the behind the reason, sir? Actually, I don't know. But please, sir, can I cure it? What's a
Cure it.
perfect idea? What's a perfect strategy to applied on me, and how can I cure it? Thank you, sir.
Ashwini Tiwari, my friend, cure it. You are talking as if it's a disease. Lack of self confidence in certain areas is definitely not a disease, my friend. So it's not like you have to cure it. We've all experienced this, not being a little too sure about something or being in two minds or having some doubt about something. This is a normal state of mind that we've all been through. So it's not a disease that you have to cure. So, first off, I wanted to clarify that. Um, Now, moving on very quickly, I just want to give you some pointers in which how you can improve your confidence on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so um, one of the things that Ashwini also mentioned is, sir, I feel demotivated. Others around me are demotivating me. So I also want to clarify this, my friend. Nobody can demotivate you without your permission. What I mean effectively is you were already perhaps in a situation where you were doubtful about yourself or you were not sure or something was missing, and now the external person has acted like a trigger. So no one can make you feel demotivated without your permission. I'm borrowing this from a quotation by Eleanor Roosevelt, who said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." And in your case, I'm just twisting that quote a little bit to say, no one can demotivate you without your consent, without your permission. Okay? So do the internal work that you need to do so that you can ignore the work of the critics. Okay, ignore the criticism of the critics because they've got nothing else to do. The critics will criticize while you must do what you are good at. You must sing your song. So let's talk about this whole lack of confidence issue. You see, it's situational. There are situations in which you, Ashwini, would be very confident. Okay, those are perhaps situations that you're familiar with. Those are perhaps areas that you're competent in. But there has to be some situation where you feel confident, right? So we cannot don't make a sweeping statement. We cannot journalize this. I'm somebody who feels a lack of confidence all the time. Not possible. There's got to be things in which you feel confident, right? Even if it's brushing your teeth in the morning, or even if it's tying your shoelaces, there's got to be things, situations, actions of which you're sure of, right? So let's not make a blanket statement here, and let's not talk about curing it, quote unquote, because it's not a disease. Okay. So you've asked a perfect idea, perfect strategy to cure it. It doesn't exist. It's situational. You've got to understand what is in this situation or thing or person that I am a little hesitant about, I am apprehensive about. What is this thing? What is in this situation that is making me feel a little nervous, right? So it's situational. You've got to do that self talk. You've got to work on your affirmations. You've got to discover what's the root cause. So let's talk about three very simple steps for you to feel more confident on a day to day basis, regardless of what situation it is. Number one, every day do something that makes you uncomfortable. Every single day. Ashwini, is that making sense? Every single day, do something that makes you uncomfortable. हर रोज कुछ ना कुछ थोड़ा बहुत ऐसा काम करो जो आपकी कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर है. You know, is it writing to someone? Is it making that phone call? Is it posting something on social media? Is it writing a blog? कौन सी ऐसी चीज़ है जो आप रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी में नहीं करते हो? What is that thing which you don't do on a day-to-day basis? But if you do it today, it's going to push you a little bit outside the comfort zone. That push outside the comfort zone is what gives you confidence. That push outside the comfort zone is what gives you that sense of achievement, aha. And that fuels the growth towards other things. That fills you up with the courage to take on bigger challenges. Okay? So every single day, do small activities that push you outside your comfort zone. Number two, improve your competency on whatever area that you feel hesitation about. Let's say it's public speaking. And public speaking, by a lot of research publications, that's been called one of the biggest fears, even more than death. One of the surveys has always pointed out that public speaking has been one of the biggest fears, ahead of the fear of death. So a lot of people would rather die than go on a stage and speak in front of others. But it's such an irrational fear, public speaking is. We're not afraid of public speaking. We are afraid of being judged and so many other irrational things that this fear is based on. But once you start exposing the foundation of this irrational fear, you suddenly discover, it's not such a big deal as I was making it to be. So learn to improve your competency in whatever field that you feel apprehensive in. So let's talk about public speaking. So if you can improve your competency by writing your key points, by practicing, by recording yourself, by listening to other speakers, etc., slowly you will have something to rely upon when you go on an actual stage to deliver a presentation. So this is coming from competency. Competency also gives birth to confidence. Competency gives birth to confidence, right? It's a give and take relationship. Confidence is a state of mind that you can nurture, that you can strengthen, but it also rests on the foundation of competency. So build your competency. Number one, push yourself outside the comfort zone every day. Do something every day which makes you uncomfortable a little bit. Number two, work on improving your competency. अपनी निपुणता बढ़ाइए उस area में. Improve your competency. And number three, very important, in this process of venturing into the unknown, don't take any setbacks or any embarrassments personally. मुश्किलें आएंगी, चोट लगेंगी, गिरेंगे, लोग हंसेंगे. A lot of things are going to happen, right? But don't take these setbacks and these embarrassments personally, right? Take it as a learning process. Carol Dweck, the professor at Stanford University, she calls this having a growth mindset. And I invite you to watch that video also on growth mindset that we put out on our YouTube channel a couple of years back, which talks about one of the fundamental ways people with growth mindset perceive setbacks and perceive embarrassments is they don't take them personally. They don't take setbacks personally. They don't take embarrassments personally. They don't consider it as a reflection of their self-worth. They understand it's a learning process. Everybody makes mistakes, and that's okay. The most authentic thing you can do is to be comfortable with your mistakes, right? And if you practice these three things and you venture into the unknown every day and then loop back to number one. Number one is do something that scares you every day. And number two is improve your competency on that thing. And number three is don't take any setbacks or embarrassments personally. And then go back to number one. Do something again that makes you feel uncomfortable. And gradually you will find that it's uncertainty that we are afraid of most. Right? That's the underlying fear, uncertainty. How is this video going to turn out? How is the speech going to turn out? I'm taking a deep dive into the pool, and how am I going to swim, or am I going to die, or whatever the challenges that you're hesitant about. It's the uncertainty that we are scared of deep down most, and it's a psychological state. It's not a disease. It can be changed. I wish you all the very best, Ashwini, and thank you for asking this wonderful question. You guys take care and keep sending in your questions. On the numbers on the screen, we prefer them in a vertical mode or shot on your phone front camera, and send them to us via WhatsApp. The number, I repeat very quickly, is +91 9988 219 268. I cannot promise that I will answer every single video question, but I'll do my best to take up the best ones.